Hi friends, this is Tech Expert Neil and you are watching howisolve.com. In today's video, we'll see how you can update your graphic card drivers. I'll show you step by step how it is to be done. This video can be used for Intel, Nvidia and AMD graphic card. I'll show you how you can find the graphic card drivers and how you can troubleshoot your graphic drivers problem if you are having any issue in your graphic card drivers. So without wasting much time, let's get started. I've got a dedicated driver update video which covers how to update drivers in Windows for any kind of devices. But this particular video is only for graphic drivers, so I'll be covering them in detail. If you have not watched that video, you can check that out. I'll provide the links down in the video description, and also there will be an I button over here. Depending on your system configuration, you can either have a laptop or a desktop. You'll need to get some information of your system. If you have got a laptop, then there's a possibility that you might be having multiple graphic cards, like a dedicated graphic card as well as an integrated graphic card. In either case, I'll show you step by step how you can get the latest drivers for each graphic card. Now let's go to my computer and I'll show you the steps for the same. The first step is to get all the information regarding your graphic card, like your model number, your version number, the current driver that is installed. So to do that, we'll open system information. So we'll go down and type system information, and this particular window should open up. You can see over here system manufacturer is mentioned and system model is mentioned. If you have got a laptop, then this particular information is important. This gives the model number of your laptop and the manufacturer's brand name. So if you have got a Dell laptop, in the system manufacturer, Dell will be mentioned, and in the model number, the model of your laptop will be mentioned. So note down these two parameters if you have got a laptop. If you have got a desktop, then you'll need to know about the motherboard information, and that is provided over here: baseboard manufacturer and the baseboard product. The manufacturer is the brand name of your motherboard. In my case, it is MSI, and the model number is given in the baseboard product. You can see over here B450 Tomahawk Max 2. So this information is vital to get the correct drivers for your system. Once you have got these two information, next we'll look at specifically regarding the graphic card. To get that information, you can go in components, click on the plus icon, and then go in display. And in display, you will see in the name, this mentions the graphic card that is installed in your system. In my case, it's an Nvidia graphic card, Geforce GTX 1660 Super. And if you have got multiple graphic cards, multiple listings will be present in this particular section over here. So you can see over here there is a driver version also mentioned, and there's one more method of finding out the graphic card that is installed in your system, that is through the task manager. So we'll open the task manager, go on the taskbar, right click and select task manager. In this, we'll go in performance, and in performance you can scroll down and you'll find GPU. So again, if you have got multiple GPUs, then you will find here GPU 1, GPU 2. In my case, there's only one GPU, so only one listing is present. And you can see in GPU 0, the same information that was present in the system information app is over here: Nvidia GeForce GTX 1660 Super. And again, the driver version is mentioned, and even the date is mentioned over here. You can see that. So once you know this information, now we can find the latest driver for your system. So you need to open a browser. I'll open Chrome, and in Google, you have to search. If you've got a laptop, you'll need to search your laptop brand name and the model number that we identified in the system information section. So let's say Dell Inspiron 15, and just hit enter, and you can also add drivers. You need to open the system manufacturer's website having the drivers. Do not go to a third-party website, because there are several bogus websites online which provides automatic driver updates, but those are not reliable. You need to go to your system manufacturer's website. In my case, if you have got a Dell laptop, then open this particular link over here, and as mentioned, depending on your model number, you have to go to that particular page. You can see if you have got an Inspiron Dell 3000 system, these are the drivers for it. It's quite an old system, but anyway, you get the idea. If you have got an HP laptop, then simply type HP, then the model number, suppose Pavilion, this drivers. And similarly, you will find the driver download page for your particular model number. You have to select the OS and version and click submit. And in all drivers, you will find the drivers provided over here. In this, you want to get to the graphic card driver, then there'll be a graphics section or a display section. In either of them, you'll find the graphic card drivers. So this is for a laptop. For a laptop, you'll need to go to a system manufacturer. But a desktop, you can get the drivers directly from the graphic card providers, because in most of the scenarios, the graphic card drivers should be downloaded from the graphic card manufacturer's website. In my case, it's Nvidia. So we'll go to Nvidia's website, Nvidia drivers over here, and you can see this is the download page. The link I'll provide you down in the video description. Now we know the exact model number of our graphic card. It is Geforce GTX 1660 Super. You can see over here, you can confirm it, Geforce GTX 1660 Super. So the product type is Geforce and the series is 16 series and the product name is 1660 Super. You can see in the product series there are a lot of series and even laptop series are available over here. You can see multiple laptop series are there. And we have to select the operating system. In my case, it is Windows 10 64-bit. So I'll select that. And then there are two types of Nvidia drivers. One is called game ready drivers and other is studio drivers. In most of the cases, you will need to download the game ready drivers. There are two different drivers available because game ready drivers are optimized for running games, whereas studio drivers are optimized for content creation. Like if you are producing some videos, if you use video editing apps or photo editing apps, in that case, if your main focus is on content creation, then you should go for studio drivers. Like in my case, I will install a studio driver. If you use your graphic card to run games, then you should download the game ready driver over here. So once you select these options, click on search, and then over here you can see it will provide you the latest download option. The other way of downloading the drivers for Nvidia graphic card is through automated process, and that is using the Nvidia graphic experience program. You can search that Nvidia graphic experience. Here it is, download GeForce experience. If you have got a GeForce based Nvidia card, then you can download this software related. This will provide you automated process of downloading the correct drivers for your particular graphic card. So I've already installed this program. It's a simple exe file. You can go through the setup process, a simple wizard based process. So when you install it and you can open it up, this kind of software utility will come. You can see it's already started installing the latest drivers for my case. You can see over here this provides the graphic drivers update. You can see GeForce Game Ready driver. Release date is this. So I can update if you want to by clicking on here download, and it will update the drivers for me. Currently installed, you can see over here it shows version 516.94 and the latest version is 526.47. So using this utility, which is from Nvidia, you can easily update your graphic card drivers. Now suppose if you have got an AMD graphic card, which is not that common, but anyway, you've got an AMD graphic card, then you have to go search AMD graphic drivers, and this particular support page should open up. And in this, select the graphic over here, and then based on what is the brand and model number of a graphic card, select that over here. Suppose we have got a Radeon 600 series, so we'll select this, and in this particular series, so let's say 640, and we can click submit. And you can see over here, you can find the Windows 11 drivers over here, and Windows 10 drivers also available. In this case also there are two editions, as you can see, and the Pro edition, you can see select this driver if you're a content creator engaged in workflows like computer aided design, video editing, animation. So this is for content creation, and whereas the first one, Adrenalin edition, this is for the gaming edition like we had in Nvidia graphic card. Two different types of optimized graphic card drivers are available. So the same process can be done for Intel graphic card graphic drivers. You can see over here, download Intel driver. For Intel, I'll suggest you to go for the automatically update your drivers, because Intel provides integrated graphic card drivers. To get the exact model number might be a bit challenging. So we'll go with automatic update your drivers. And in this you can see you can download this Intel driver and support as assistant. This will automatically detect the drivers that you need to install for your Intel graphic card. So you can install this particular utility from Intel and it will automatically identify the graphic card and get the correct version of the drivers for your system depending on your system configuration. Let's discuss when you should update your graphic card drivers. Graphic card drivers only should be updated when you're facing some current problems with your software which are using your graphic card. Like if your browser is not rendering video properly, or if your game is not running there, you are getting some graphic error, and if it's running but it's not running very fast, you're getting some glitches. In those particular scenarios, you should update your graphic card drivers. Normally what happens is, as Windows gets updated automatically in the background, the original graphic card driver which was installed slowly stops working that well as it used to work before. That's why you need to update your graphic card drivers after every, I guess, 6 to 10 months, depending on how intensively you use your graphic card. So once you know that your graphic card drivers are quite old, more than 6 months old, and you're facing some issues, like you're facing some glitches and some slowdowns or something similar, then you should update your graphic card drivers. Now let's discuss about how we can troubleshoot graphic card driver errors. So normally when we install graphic card drivers, you might face some issues, and these issues are usually resolved if we properly uninstall the previously installed graphic card drivers. You should not uninstall the drivers when updating it. Only uninstall when you are facing some glitch, like either the device in the device manager is showing with an exclamation mark and the drivers are not getting updated, the graphic card stops working. In that particular scenario, you should try these troubleshooting steps. But normally it should work without uninstalling the previously installed drivers. So to uninstall the drivers, we'll now go to my system. There are multiple ways of uninstalling the graphic card drivers. The first way is using the control panel programs. So we'll go in programs, soft add and remove programs over here. And in this you can search for your graphic card. In my case it's Nvidia. You can see over here all these are the drivers. You can uninstall them one by one so that no Nvidia program is there in your system. This is one way of doing it. And after you do that, we'll open device manager. In device manager and in display adapter, open it up. If you're facing some graphic card driver issue, you'll get an exclamation mark. If your graphic card is listed over here, you can select it, right click it, and then click uninstall device, and then select this checkbox, delete the driver software for this device, and then click on uninstall. So this will ensure that the drivers are completely removed from your system, and then you can update the drivers. There is an automated tool which allows you to completely erase the previously installed graphic card drivers. You can get that tool by typing DDU Uninstaller. The link I'll provide you down in the video description, or you can do this Google search. So this is the automated tool which allows you to completely uninstall a graphic card driver in case you are facing some issue. So we'll install this. To download it, simply go on this website, and you can see over here these are the download links. Click on one of them and it should start downloading it here. So you'll get a zip file. You open the zip file and you can extract it. You can see over here. So okay, this is the exe file, which is again a self-extracting zip. Select that and this extraction should happen. You have to click on this, granted administrative rights. You can see this particular information, it will come. Okay, so this is a basic warning. You can keep the defaults and you don't need to change any settings. And it will say DDU has detected that you are not in safe mode. For a better clean option, it's recommended that you reboot in safe mode. If you want to ensure that all the driver files are deleted, it is recommended that you do this operation in safe mode. If you're not running this program in safe mode, you will have to run it twice. So after restart, again run the uninstaller so that we are sure that all the graphic card files are completely removed from the system. So now we'll select the graphic card that we want to uninstall. So first we'll select GPU, and you can see it has already detected I've got an Nvidia card. And you can select the, if you have got a different card, then select AMD, Intel. So in my case it's Nvidia. And then you can see over here, clean and restart. You just have to click this button and it will erase all the Nvidia software packages for you. And after restarting, if you have been doing this operation in the normal mode, again we have to do the same thing. So after restarting, again run the program and select the GPU and then click on clean and restart. After you do all this, you should be able to install your graphic card drivers without any issue. If this video helped you, don't forget to smack that like button, share this video with your friends and family, and make sure to hit that bell icon to get notified as soon as we release a new video. Thanks for watching, friends. This is Neil signing off. Bye bye.